I think there's a bit of an anticipation that rates are going to come down and then these investments will do even better. I think that's probably an inevitability. I'd never want to promise that, but I mean, from
Right.
our point of view, the central banks, the money printing will occur again. It's not a bug, it's a feature in the system. We live in an inflationary environment, and inflation is meaning it's mandatory. So I think that you have to look at your investing almost as like I put a video out recently. It was uh, outrunning the inflation dragon. The idea of like that we're all fighting this thing of inflation, right? Like if you're saving your money in cash, your dollar values are going down, and your purchase power is going down. So investing is about maintaining your purchase power.
Mm-hmm.
And those with access to assets are going to continue to do well. They've done well, and they will continue to do well. And it's either you get involved in an asset class of some kind, or you get poorer. And,
Mm-hmm.
and as dramatic as that sounds, it is the truth. Like
Yeah.
there's really only two ways of navigating holding your value that you've made, right? And that is, various assets, real estate, stock. For me, Bitcoin is a big one. Other than creating a business, right? Well,
Mm-hmm.
you have to, if you're going to hold your value, you've got to be participating in something that's going to go up over time.
Yeah.
And assets will go up over time due to the inflationary nature of our system.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think people need to weigh their risk tolerance, and sometimes people are like, I'm so risk adverse, and I just want to leave my money in this checking account or the GIC. Well, that's
Mm,
great, but with a 7 or 6% inflation,
yeah,
your money in a GIC making 1%, 1.5%. I mean, that means exactly what you're saying. You're depreciating the value of your money, and your money is worth less tomorrow than it is going to be today. So, where can you
yeah,
put it so that you can at least meet the inflation numbers or a
right.
bit more? And I think a lot of mutual funds aren't even that great anymore,
No.
a lot of, people, unfortunately, they're not all made equal to financial advisors out there. And many of them make money by providing, insights to putting money into mutual funds and things that unfortunately benefit them. This is why I'm a big proponent of, if you're going to hire a financial advisor, hire one for, pay up front and not in commission, because that can cost a lot of money. But that may or may not be the best option, right? It could be, like you said, it could be real estate investing. It could be in Canada. It could be out of Canada. It could be Bitcoin. Let's talk about that for a bit. And it could be businesses. It could be different things. It could be, but yeah, absolutely. Like putting your money somewhere where you're not even making inflation. You're
Yeah, I don't
money
think it's
away.
really well known why we're all living in this economic system that when you're inside of it, you can't see it
Mm-hmm.
because we're all part of it. And it's like an analogy of like a fish in water. The fish doesn't know it's swimming in water. We don't know we're swimming in an environment where our savings are the value of our work, where we place the value of our work into monetary worth, is being stolen every year, and to the tune of 2% or 3%.
Yeah.
If they had their perfect system, right? You notice the inflation numbers in for central banks it's not 0%. The
Mm-hmm.
target inflation rate is 2%. It's 1 to 3%, right?
Yeah.
And inflation is a silent theft.